Hi, this is Lady Lecture K, and this is Talking Dreams. And today I am talking to is it just Jhayceee? Is that how you pronounce it? Just,
Yeah, just Jhayceee. I wish I
just.
had that as my Twitter handle too, but unfortunately, that's not the case.
Oh well, it's okay. it's, it's, you couldn't have it with just the two. Isn't it three E's?
Yeah, threes? No.
Why did I
I
think it
can't.
was three E's? That's my brain.
No.
I would read it as three. No, it's just two. Right, okay. I
Yeah.
don't know why I've got three in there. That's just me spelling right. Oh, okay. Um, a few stats. I've had a look on In Dreams, and we've all come to the conclusion that the In Dreams stats are maybe not quite right. People look at them and think they're a bit low, but you let me know whether you think
hmm
this is low or not. So it says that you've played 1,645 creations, and you've played
Okay.
77 hours of dreams, and created
Okay.
176 creations. Does that sound right to you?
I wouldn't say I played that many creations, but yeah, everything else seems about right.
So you're not a big player of dreams, you're more of a creator.
Yeah, not really, because I don't usually have time to play creations, so. But there are times when, I'll just glance by the Dreamiverse and look at things.
There you go.
But
So
other than
you've
that,
done
I'm
that
primarily.
1,600 times and didn't know.
I guess so.
Yeah. So 176 creations, does that sound about right?
Uh, I guess including sculpts and all that.
Yes, it would be yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
everything.
Yeah,
And
yeah. That sounds about right.
I think that is everything, um all types of things, and I think that's probably everything. I'm not 100% sure whether that includes private stuff that you haven't launched or whether it's
Okay.
just launched. I think it's everything, private and
Okay.
public. I think it's the whole thing.
I
So
see. Well, I'm definitely sure that I've made that many, or at least that many items
yeah.
in dreams. So
How are you
yeah.
feeling about your local drive and filling it up? Are you worried about
Well,
deletions and archive?
I recently started getting that message saying your local files drive is about to be full. So I started getting worried, and I didn't know at first that if you save online that it would be there forever. So that's something I recently also found out.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
If you put it up there, that's it. You can't delete it. You can try
Mhm.
to hide it, but even then, it doesn't really hide it that well.
Yeah.
so,
That's
um,
true.
I'm afraid if you make a bit of a mistake and put something up there that you don't want people to see, too late.
Mhm.
Too late.
Yep.
Um, you've been quite successful in terms of exposure by media molecules. So you've got six. Am I right in saying this? Six MMPIGs? One, two, three, four, five. Is it six? Is it more
Uh,
than six?
I I think it's six.
Six.
I would have to like double check my full portfolio, but yeah, I think six.
Six.
Yeah.
And you've had 13 of your creations played on streams.
Wow.
And you. But interestingly enough, the numbers, the like numbers, don't put you in the top 500, although you were part of a team that made Temporal Fuse. So
Yep, that's
that
fair.
gets you in the top 500 with position 88,
Wow.
which is which is which is pretty good. You can't complain that's
Yeah, that's. I did not know that. That's
yep,
pretty insane.
yeah, position 88, Temporal Fuse. That's the only one. You've got some that are bubbling under just bubbling under. It just needs a few more likes,
I see.
and then you'll be all right. Okay, so uh, looking at that 77 hours of dreams, you haven't had dreams that long. So when did you first get dreams? How did
Uh,
you find out about it? What was the appeal? Why did you decide Dreams was for you?
so I first got Dreams on the date it was first released to the public, so that'd be February 14th of 2020. If I'm wrong, or if
Yeah,
I'm right.
14th Feb. Yeah.
And really, the only reason why I was attracted to it was because of Elka's Avatar project when it was still like sort of early in development. I saw that on my YouTube feed. I looked it out. I saw what Dreams is all about after, and yeah, that pretty much attracted me to it.
Ah, so
I
you're
saw it. I
a
saw. I.
Earthbender file. Is that the right
Mhm.
word? Earthbender file, is that a thing? Um, Avatar file. What is that? You're a fan of that, or
Yeah, I'm a
just
fan. Yeah, I'm a fan of Avatar. A big fan.
there you are?
So as soon as I saw that, I was like, "What is this game? Like, how's it being made, and why is it on a PlayStation 4? Because I've never heard of this." And then I look it up. I see that it's been a thing since 2013, and I had no clue about it, and I didn't know who Medium Molecule was. So yeah,
So in that
I'm
case,
like
you've never
super
played
new.
Little Big Planet either, then?
Nope.
Right. Okay, no, it's good. It's good. It's good to hear that there's people coming to Dreams from different places and for different reasons.
Hmm.
So there are a lot of people that came to it through Little Big Planet,
Yeah.
and there are a lot of people that came to it from other game building
Yeah.
programs
Yeah.
and things. Um, but no, it's nice to think there are people coming to Dreams for other random reasons. I mean, Elka Gaming, very popular channel. Um,
Yeah.
Lots of people really like what they're doing with their Avatar homage, and
Hmm.
uh, I think recently they've had to change the name of change it to Four
Yeah.
Seasons. I think there were
Yeah.
some copyrighty things going on that means they had to change things up a bit. But
Hmm.
yeah, do you still watch the channel?
Yeah, I still watch the channel here and there, but like because I started a new job, it's been hard to watch these streams from other dreamers. So
Fair enough. It's not easy to find the time to do all of the dream stuff that's available, is there? Anyway,
hmm.
let's have a play of what we got here. So we've got Sunset Garden. It says here, only when the light from the sun setting shines across this enchanted pond will the Sunset Garden show its true colours. You're a poet as well.
I guess so. I just wrote it because it sounded nice.
Okay.
To be honest.
It's got music by Z Tempest 31.
Hmm.
So, you're not a musician.
No. I wish I was, and then I would write my own
So, this is a very nice animation presentation of a garden with some nice
music.
music that you found in the Dreamverse. So, how easy do you find finding music for your artwork?
Well, if it depends on like what you're actually looking for, like what kind of genre and all that. For me, I usually look for like cinematic, orchestral type of stuff. And currently, with when I was making this, it was super hard to find like good music that actually fit what I wanted. But after finding Z Tempest 31 and I think Gamerway 10, it's been been pretty easy. But
Have you got
recently I've been like shifting away from adding music and just focusing more on the art and all of that. So
right? I mean, would you commission something for some artwork you've done? Would you think about asking somebody to do something for you?
I actually did. I asked Z Tempest to write a score for my teaser for a game that I had in development but then stopped. It was called The Gallivanter, The Last Voyage. I didn't add this on the portfolio because I was pretty embarrassed by it.
Okay.
But yeah, I did ask people to commission stuff for me.
I better sum that up, haven't I, as you're on the stream, and you will notice. I don't know if you can see what. Can you see the stream? So can you see what I'm?
Yeah, I can see.
You can. That's good. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit awkward. Right. So there we go. There was Sunset Garden. It was very nice. It's very relaxing. I'm all relaxed now.
That's good.
So
That's
that
good.
was that was done for a game jam. So you've done a few game jams looking at this, but that's not your main focus. You don't do game jams regularly.
No. Like if a game jam theme matches with what I'm doing at the moment, then yeah, I would add it. You know, just to see how it goes and what the ranking is like.
So
What people think.
were you pleased with the top 10?
Yeah, I was pretty pleased. I actually, if I'm not wrong, I think I got fourth place.
There you are then.
So
Fourth
I
place,
was
you can't complain at all.
super close. Yeah.
Super close to a top 3.
Yeah, super close, but not quite there. But it's okay.
Is that something you would really like? Would you like to win a game jam? Is it an aim?
Not currently, no, but if I get it, then I get it.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with it.
So here we have completely different vibe completely. Last Stand. Here lies our fallen
Yeah.
brothers who give their lives defending their home and loved ones. Come set up for a future game. So all of these are most. What you do is mostly art. It's mostly fixed camera artwork, but it always says concept art for future game, like a tease. Are you working on actual logic and gaming, or is it?
It's just something I say because I want people to know that I am doing stuff. I am doing concept art for games, so hopefully it like brings in commissions to me about
Fair enough.
concept art. So, but yeah, I'm currently not working on a game for this.
Right.
I just put it there.
That's okay. I think there are very few people actually in Dreams who can do all of it. Like really great art, really great gameplay, really great music, but then there are people that feel they have to make everything. So when you make these, are these just your sculpts, or do you look in the Dreamiverse for little bits?
Yeah, all my scenes are pretty much all of my sculpts because I just want things to be original. I want people to know that this is what I've done, this is all of my work, and yeah. Because if I do bring something from the Dreamiverse, people will think they won't know like what exactly is coming from the Dreamiverse and what exactly is mine. Because not many people look at the genealogy, especially just casual players who look at stuff. So I try to keep things very original by making everything myself.
Do you look at other people's stuff for inspiration and think, oh, I like the look of that, maybe I could do something of a similar nature, or not at all?
I did when I was first starting out. So a big inspiration to me was Saku's mind.
Yep.
So when I first started, I looked at his work, got inspired, created my own little enchanted forest, and yeah, it's just been going uphill from there. Just looking at other people's stuff, especially Bad Robo and Disarmed.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Martin.
Yeah. They make really good set designs. They're very, very good.
Yeah.
Do you have you made this as a logic chip that you put in, because they're very similar, the UI stuff that you put on these things, the black bars and the. Do you have that as a
No.
logic chip?
I I actually do that all by scratch. Like every single
every
time.
single
I
time.
don't. Yeah, I don't know how to put or how to make logic as an element so that I could just put it in the scene. I've tried
Oh,
doing that, but I couldn't figure it out for some reason.
oh,
It,
okay.
yeah,
Well,
I wish
well,
I could do that. It would make my life a whole lot easier, but
you can
I
put an
guess it
awful lot
also.
of this in a microchip, even if it's just the text itself,
Oh, I
and then
see.
just inside logic chip and just save it, even if it's just the text bits,
Mm.
and then you can add the extra bits. But things like the black bars and the skybox, the lights, the color grade will all have to be wired in. But
Yeah,
all
yeah,
of
yeah.
this could you could put that in a chip and then you just plonk it in. That would save you a lot of time.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Definitely would.
anyway, there we go. That was that one. So when you make your when you make your landscapes and things, I mean, is this something that you have done before you came to Dreams? Is it something you've done in another medium like Unity or Blender or something like that?
Mm, nope. I am completely like fresh off the boat, rookie at all of this. I started with Dreams, and I think that's pretty much where I'm gonna be.
So
I
you're
don't think
not
I could ever do stuff in Unity or Blender or Unreal Engine. I think that's too hard.
fair enough. You're not a digital
Yeah.
artist then. You don't do artwork outside of Dreams.
Nope.
Nope.
I'm completely new.
Oh, that's
So
fair
yeah.
enough. I think it's
Yeah.
really nice. I think this is something again that it's surprising for people. That Dreams brings out artistic talents that people
Yeah.
didn't necessarily know they had. So what's the story behind this particular one?
Ooh, okay. So Onyx team. Um, just like one night I was watching a lot of or rewatching a lot of Gears of War streams and Gears of War videos and just like reminiscing in my time of playing Gears. I don't know if you've heard of that game.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I designed these characters based off of the cog that is the Cog Soldiers that are in that game.
Ah,
And it's yeah, I guess it's just like a experiment for me because this is like the first real character sculpt that I've ever done. So
is that done on a mannequin or was that a sculpt?
I believe this was done on a mannequin.
So
So
did you
I
do
had a little
these
bit of help.
outside of the scene and stamp them in, or did you do it all in one go?
I did it all in one go. Yeah.
Right. So those characters are not available as separate elements.
No.
No.
No, they're not. I would
Would you?
have to save them and then put
Yeah.
them as a separate.
So would they move about? Do you think? Or
I I tried moving them, but yeah, they seem to be broken. Like some of their equipment on them, they seem to fall off, and I don't have the time to actually fix them up and make them a proper character.
yeah. Or if you're not necessarily making it for that purpose, then I think this is a lot of shortcuts that people that are making fixed camera scenes they don't have to
Yeah.
worry about. Having said that, there's also the problem with fixed camera scenes where you put a mannequin in and then it
Hmm.
moves into a weird position when you turn
Really?
the game on. Yeah,
Oh.
I've lots
Well,
of times, especially when I'm trying to sit one down on a seat or something, it has a tendency to
I
pop up.
see.
Um, so
Yeah, I had a hard time actually figuring that out because they would all look directly at the camera when I started when I played through it.
yes,
So
so you have to
took
turn
quite
off
a
the
while to yeah,
yeah.
took quite a while to figure out how to get them to stop looking at the camera and just have them look at where I want them to look. But I think if you press circle, the guy on the right shifts his head a little bit.
Yes, he does.
When
Yeah, yeah, he
yeah,
does.
yeah, I couldn't figure out how to fix that, so and I
How he
don't know
just
where he's looking.
No, it's interesting. Oh, well, there's black bars back on. Um, so you don't make elements for other people to use. You don't make assets out of your scenes. Would you consider doing that?
Yeah, I actually have been doing that. I've
Oh, have you
been
done it?
trying to make, yeah, I've
Oh,
been trying to make a asset pack for people to use, but it's currently been put on hold because of my limited time on dreams.
ah,
But
okay.
yeah, I'm
Oh, well,
slowly working on it. It's like a goal of mine to give back to the dreams community for, playing my work, sharing it, and all that stuff.
oh, that's lovely. That's a really nice way of thinking about it. It's
Hmm.
interesting that there are people that are protective of their art, and I totally understand that. So you launch all of these as playable but not remixable. Is that right?
Yeah, just playable, not remixable.
Yeah. Um, and for artwork like this, I totally understand that. Um, it's you don't really want people just taking that and just popping it up with their name on it, because that's not fair, is it? Really, it's not as
Yeah,
if.
I've had an instance where somebody's taken a screenshot of one of my pieces and then posted it on Twitter, and then yeah, it's just a huge fiasco of me getting angry at them and not really respecting my work and giving me credit and all that. So yeah.
I yeah, I think it's dodgy when people put stuff up there and don't say anything, and people assume they made it.
Mhm.
And they really ought to say, "Oh, I found this amazing thing in dreams. It was made by so and so. Check it out."
Mhm.
That's okay. You wouldn't mind that, I'm sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that,
No, it's
but
just when they try to pass it off as something that they've done, or is ambiguous about whether they made it or not. I agree.
yeah.
It's just politeness, really. But then there are a lot of people that that's all they want to do, is they want to um, make themselves a name, even though they don't deserve one. So, uh,
Yeah.
well, they get themselves a name, but not in the right way.
That yeah.
So how do you do these color grade things then? So,
Mhm.
are you using? I can't go into them, so I can't see. But are you using the grade and effects tool to do these, or is it a combination of things? What do you do
Yeah,
here?
it's primarily the grade and effects tool to create the color. I only use the sun and sky gadget,
Yeah.
just to pretty much get a base of what the lighting would be like, and then at the very end I use the color grade and just mess around with it.
So, do you prefer the bars on or the bars off for people to watch your artwork?
I prefer the bars on because I come from a film background, so I'm very used to cinematic stuff like that. The black bar is always there, so yeah, I want all my pieces to look cinematic.
Ah, well, that they do. They do. So, um, that that music there that you've got in there, that's going to cause me a problem. Um,
Oh, I see.
um, uh, let me just say to everybody, don't put music in from other games, please, because it means I can't show things. I don't know what I'm going to do
My
about that one.
bad.
I just noticed it. It's just like music from. Oh no. So,
Oh, I think that's the only creation I have that's copyrighted. So
oh, good. Because otherwise,
yeah,
I'm good. This is going to be very short because I'm going. Can't play that. Can't play that. No. Okay.
yeah.
So everything you just said over. Maybe. Oh dear. I don't know how I can't mute you and the mute. I don't know how I'm going to do that.
It's okay. It's okay.
Uh. Yeah, I know, but you said some interesting things. That was the point.
Oh.
Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Maybe we'll get away with it. It is a game that people put up clips of, so
Yeah.
maybe it'll be okay. Fingers
Yeah.
crossed. Oh dear me. Right, okay. What other questions do I have for you? So when you make a scene and
Hmm.
you've got yourself a blank page, so how much planning do you do? So what do you do before you start?
Ooh. Okay. So pretty much my whole process is whatever happens, happens. I don't really go into making a scene with a set image. It usually always changes drastically from what I started with. So for this instance, I actually did have a sort of a plan, but it wasn't something like this. I planned to make like a very rocky landscape and not very flat, like in this. But yeah, pretty much my process is whatever happens, happens. I can't really control it. If I like it, I like it, and I'll continue with it. But
So you go with Kareem's idea of the happy accident, then, do you? So
yeah, definitely, definitely.
yeah,
But
so
if you,
you do something and then it doesn't go quite right, but you like the look of it, so you keep it.
yeah,
Yeah. It's really interesting just pushing these little buttons. It's like that is such a dramatic change. It almost
yeah,
looks like a completely different scene.
yeah,
It really is different. Um,
yeah. I add those things to show how important it is to actually think about those kinds of stuff, like to add the color grade and getting the right skybox and lighting and all that,
yeah.
because it is a very important aspect in dreams, especially when creating art like this.
Mm. Oh, absolutely. Because this is definitely a nice moody night scene when
Mm-hmm.
that is absolutely not. It's like, um,
Yep.
so yeah, no, it's really fascinating to see the changes with just a few little tweaks.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it is. It's very good. So, do you use reference material when you're making your scenes? Do you have photography or games or
Most
anything?
of the time, I'm not really looking at anything. I'm just creating what looks nice. But for this next piece, the Lair of the Lost,
Uh huh.
I did look at some concept art of uh, skull caverns. So yeah, this is a reference piece from a concept art that I've seen.
Right. Look at that. There we are. Lighting again. You see, makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
How many different attempts at water do you think you've tried?
Oh man, I think I've done over 50 attempts at trying to create good-looking water. Cause yeah, everybody's trying to get good-looking water. I want to be that one guy who creates the best-looking water that's easy to make and easy to reproduce.
You found it yet?
That nope.
Oh, okay.
I wish I did, but yeah, I'm still trying at it.
So this is fascinating the way that the lighting here changes. So you could just about see into the water, but not much. And then in this lighting, it's really clear and you can see straight through.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah.
amazing how different that looks. Was that a happy accident or was that on purpose? Were you trying to get that effect?
The lighting.
The lighting for the water and everything, so it changes completely, and that the water becomes more opaque when you the opacity
Yeah,
of the water changes.
that was just a happy accident that
Happy
happened.
accident.
Yeah.
There we are. It's a very good accident. I think that looks great. Um, and that's is that what is that? Is it supposed to be a dragon, a dinosaur?
I have no clue actually. I designed it because it looked cool. I didn't use any animal as a reference or any skull, but yeah, it just looked nice for the scene.
It's a completely made up thing that not
Yeah.
that just looked aesthetically pleasing. There we
Yeah.
go. Why not? That's fine. It's your painting. It's your. Do you think of them as paintings? Do you think of them as artwork? Is that?
Uh, yeah, I would consider them artwork. I would, yeah, that's what I would put it as.
So you would say you were a digital artist in dreams. That's your thing.
Yeah, that's correct. Digital artists, concept artists, all that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Look at that. You like the particle effects,
I do, I do,
the
because
sparkles.
they add like a little touch of realness to all my scenes because it's the only other thing that's pretty much moving other than the occasional grass moving, leaves moving, all that stuff. Yeah.
So do you in your scenes is it all sculpture or do you do any paint effects as well?
By paint effects, what do you mean by that?
Would you use the paint tool to make things, or is it all sculpt?
Oh, yeah, I definitely use the paint tool. It's one of the main tools that I also use. And for this piece in particular, I strictly used only the paint tool to create this.
Oh
So
right.
none of that is a sculpt.
Oh,
It's
so
all
that's all
paint.
paint.
Yeah,
Oh
that's all
wow.
paint.
There you go.
Yeah, I
It,
wanted to see how it would go if I stopped using the sculpt and tried using paint and how good I would be at it and all that stuff.
it's very effective.
Yeah.
It's got this really nice soft feel to it, sort of Disney feel to it
Yeah, yeah.
almost. Yeah.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
huge inspiration for this piece was um I can't pronounce her last name, but she's a artist at Meta Molecule. Her name's Maya, I believe that's how you pronounce it.
Right.
So yeah, just seeing her work inspired me to do this piece and to
I
use strictly painting.
I really like it. I feel like I want to put like a deer or some rabbits or something in there. You know, it's like I want to play with it. I want to put some birds and things.
Yeah, you want to go where the light is and see what
Yeah,
it's like.
yeah. That's very nice. It is very nice. So, so you've done with the one collaboration. Have you done many collaborations in Dreams?
Other than that and a current game I'm working on with Saku, not really. Most of it's just been me having some fun making some stuff.
Do you get many requests from people to do stuff and you just don't have the time?
I have gotten a few requests on Instagram about some stuff, but all of that is like copyrighted stuff that
Ah,
I don't want to really deal with. So yeah.
yeah. No, I'm with you on that. I get a lot of requests on that sort of thing as well. Can you help me make my Mario game? No, I can't.
Yeah.
So
I got
here,
asked to do a Mortal Kombat game, and yeah, I didn't want to do that.
well, yeah. um, well, we shouldn't really. I mean, it is in the T's and C's that we shouldn't be making these things. But obviously everybody does. In fact, it was interesting talking to the Burger Van because
Hmm.
all of his stuff is original, but it's all based on games he loves. So he'll take a idea from that game and then make something. So that
Oh, I see.
you can still use the games that you love and then uh, IP
Yeah, there's
stuff.
nothing wrong with getting inspiration from other
Absolutely.
sources. Everybody
Abs-
gets inspiration from other things, and that's what makes a better game.
I mean, what's the inspiration for Temple Fuser? What is it, Groundhog Day? What is it? No,
Um,
source code.
I have no clue actually. I don't know what Ember was thinking when he made this game.
So, what did you do in the game? What was your role?
Uh, I designed. I did some light texturing on for like the walls and all of that, and I did a little bit of color grading for this.
Right. So you're the lighting expert.
Yeah, pretty much.
So how long did this game take to do? How long
Um,
was the
I
team
believe
working
I
on it?
got I believe I got called on it a week before it was due. I believe. It was for the 30-second game jam, or I believe that's the right theme.
They didn't make this in 2 weeks.
Uh, yeah, I guess I suppose so.
Good God!
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Uh,
they did have a good team of experts do like helping out, so they had Acer doing logic. They had Hyper helping out with other stuff.
yeah, they got some big
Yeah.
names involved in this. Yes,
Mhm.
yes. People that know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Um, so I suppose with people who know what they're doing and time on their hands, you end up with something really decent. So
Yep.
it's
But
impressive.
this wasn't like the final product though. The final product for the actual jam was like a lot worse than this. I would say, not a lot less polished.
They worked on it after. Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I have played this. I don't remember whether I played this with the game jam or after. I think actually for the game jam. So maybe
Mm.
I haven't seen the polished version yet. I can't remember where the other bomb is. Oh, it's there.
It's on the left. Yeah.
It's there. It's there. It's there. It's there.
Yeah.
That's it. I love the way this works. It's genius idea. It really is.
Yeah. When I first saw that, I was pretty impressed. I didn't think anybody could do that, but Acer figured out a way. Oh, Acer.
So I
And the
bet you
funny
were really pleased then that you were invited into this because I just to
Yeah,
have
it's
your
my
name on
first
it.
ever game. Yeah, it's my
Yeah,
first ever game that I've actually worked on too.
brilliant. I mean, start on a good one. So
Yep.
so impressive. I know it's out here because I'm cheating really because I've done this before. Right. Oh God! I got 4 seconds. I'm not gonna get there. I might. Where was it?
You
There.
got this. Yeah, you got this.
Oh. I'm
There you
spoiling it
go.
for everybody, telling them where all the bombs are. So I'm going to come out before I ruin it for somebody who hasn't played it yet. 14,000 thumbs up though for a game this year is excellent. I mean,
Yeah.
that's something to strive for. That's a really big number for this year.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a number that high in any of my pieces. Or just like in general. I've never seen that number before. So when I first saw it, I was like, holy crap.
Yeah. No, I mean this is the thing. I mean is it this one that's your top one? Other than that, I think it is. I think it's this one.
Yeah, yeah, I believe that's my top piece that I've made.
I love this. I really love
Really?
this. Yeah,
Oh.
I have attempted to make Tudor style, medieval style houses, and
Mhm.
they look like nothing like that. Um, so I always have a problem with thermo. Do you have a problem with thermo with making your creations at all?
Uh, Not really, especially when the camera's like fixed and there's not really much gameplay. Uh, if I do try to make it into a game, though, I do have a problem with the frame rate. It always dips below 30 FPS. So
Right.
that's the only uh, what's it called? The only barrier that I have to get over, I guess.
I mean, do you think it's possible to do a game within a realistic looking set, or is it a case of like you want realism, it's art?
I think so, but you're definitely gonna get frame rate issues. That's the only problem. Because no matter what you do, if you try to go for realism in a game, that's always gonna happen. Because our PlayStations can't handle that, especially on a PS4 Pro. Uh, Disarm's recent work, he told me that uh, his frame rate goes like 30 or 40 FPS. So, yeah, and
Yeah.
he strives for super realism. So there's always going to be a frame rate issue when trying to create realistic stuff.
I mean, you generally like to go with a fixed camera thing. Well, how about
Hmm.
making a set design that you can walk around? Have you thought about making one of those, or is there one of those in your portfolio?
Um, I don't think there's any in my portfolio. I've tempted to do that, but it's quite hard because I have to think of a 360-degree aspect.
Yeah.
But for this, I'm like only fixed on what the camera sees.
Yes.
So if you look a little bit to the right, you see pretty much nothing. And if you see a little bit to the left or up, down, you'll see nothing. You'll
So,
only see what's in front of the camera.
so do you decide on the camera angle first, or do you start building it and then look and see what's a good angle?
Yeah, I start building it and then I play around with the camera angles once I'm satisfied with what I'm doing and I have a set, like, the idea is already set. So,
Right. So do you sort of like rough it out, then stick the camera in, and then finish it off with that camera view
yeah.
in mind? Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Let me just turn the lights on. There's a. There's it. It's off. Now, what you want is all these little torches to come on, all
Yeah.
glowing and orange. Yes. Um, but
For
no,
this piece, I had to like remove, I think, both the color grade and the sun and sky gadget effect, like the filter, because of the reason of somebody actually taking it and recoloring it and posting it as their own without giving me credit.
yeah, I saw that. I did see that.
Yeah.
It caused a bit of who. I actually sent the guy a message.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
he respond?
Uh, I'm not going to say what he said.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
It was basically mind your own business. It's like, okay, fine. I was trying to be nice about it, saying maybe you intended to say who made it, but had forgotten, and it's just a big mistake. It's like, no, it wasn't a big mistake. He did it on purpose. So it's like, okay, fine. I try to think the best of people first.
Yeah, so do I. I don't think the worst of them. I think they have good intentions, but if you take something that's mine or you take something that's someone else's and then you have the audacity to recolor it, then that's like crossing the line.
Yeah. Nah, never
So,
mind. Never mind. There's always going to be people that will just want to. They stand on the shoulders of giants. That's what they want to do.
I guess you could say that.
There you are. So, what other questions have we got? So, have you got any tips if anybody wants to make realistic things? What is any good tips about making things look real?
If you want to make things realistic, you really have to focus on the texturing of every object that you're doing. Like, for me, it's pretty simple because I usually only do environment stuff, so I only have to texture rocks, trees, and not really other stuff. But yeah, texturing is the main key to getting good, realistic stuff going.
So what sort of shape do you use to do your cutting out?
To do all my texturing, I use the ball, the circle, the sphere,
The sphere,
and then I
yeah.
stretch that until like it's a big long rod, and then after that I spin it, and then I just go right at it. That's my method.
Oh, wait, so you're in play mode when you do it. You it's moving while you. Right. Good idea.
No.
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 So you can actually spin the shape that you have in your imp. So if you get a sphere, I don't know if you could do it with the DualShock though. But for when you're using the Move controllers, you can actually spin the shape, and then
Oh,
I use
okay.
that to create my textures.
I haven't tried it. There is a way to do it, I'm sure. I think you use the touchpad, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah,
Because I've done
I
it
don't
the
know
other
either.
way, where I've put rotators on things that I'm carving and spin them.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
you can. It's really great. You know, a spinning, a lathe, or or a clay pot on
Clay
a
pot.
spinning wheel. It's like that. So you can just put your shape in and carve out while it spins, and then you get. It's an interesting effect. I'll try it. You should try it. You'll be amazed at what you can get. It's real fun. Who's Brian Jhayceee?
I actually just found that quote online. I have no clue who he is or what he does. But yeah.
Oh,
The
perhaps
quote
you should
sounded
look these
nice,
things
so-
up. He could be somebody you don't want to promote.
I guess so. Yeah, he could be like a rapist for all we know.
Well,
Who
exactly.
knows?
It could be a serial killer that just says something poetic once. Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, that was beautiful. I was so busy interested in what you were saying about spinning things that I forgot to look at your lovely scene. I'm going to play it again because I didn't
Oh,
really
to
look
actually
properly.
look at it. That's okay. So
So-
for this piece, it wasn't intended for this music that's actually playing right now. A friend of mine who's a music producer asked if I could collab with him on a piece, because he also wanted to practice creating very surreal and cinematic music. So yeah, this was intended for that purpose and not really for this song that's playing in the game.
Oh, right. Okay, so a piece of music made outside of Dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Right. A lot of people are using Dreams actually for that sort of thing. It's interesting. Making music videos for their bands and making concept art for various
Yeah.
things. It's really it's amazing how Dreams is being used for things outside of the game itself.
Yeah.
It's a very useful tool, I think.
Yeah, that, and it's also easy to learn, easy to get stuff done very quickly.
You think it's easy to learn?
Yeah, I think it's pretty easy.
Okay.
I would say so.
Okay.
Why? Did you have a hard time learning it at first?
Yeah, just a
Well,
bit.
I guess it's because you're from you started off in the beta, right, or the early access?
Yeah, we had
Yeah,
nothing.
so you had nothing. I had access to all of these tutorials and all of that. So
Absolutely, that makes a huge difference. And a big shout out to all of the tutorial makers and the asset
yeah,
creators.
big shout out.
Because
You guys helped me be who I am.
because without them, people coming new to Dreams, they just look it up and see if they can find a tutorial on how to make water, and there's plenty of them, and you just look. Well, us in the beta, it was like, we don't know how to make water. How do we, we got to make it up. We got to make it up as we go.
Yeah.
I want to know who Brian Tracy is. Sorry, I'm going to have to look this guy up. Who is Brian Tracy? He's an American-Canadian motivational speaker.
Well, that's good.
Okay.
As long as he's not a serial killer or any
Well,
of that
he looks
stuff.
like a serial killer. No, he doesn't. He looks like a businessman. He's the author of over 70 books. Earn what you're really worth. Eat that frog. No excuses. Eat that frog. What?
Okay, is that supposed to be like a motivation for something?
Wait a minute. I want to know what Eat That Frog is about. Sorry. That's Eat That Frog. Get more of the important things done today. Well, there you are. Great ways, 21 great ways to stop procrastinating and get more done in less time. There you are. I've just advertised a book by a guy I've never heard of before, and I have no idea whether that's any good. But there you are. There you are. Right, thumbs up for that. I'm not thumbing up your levels. I feel very bad. I should be doing that all the way through. I think I've already done that one. I'll go. I'll go back in the time. The King's Lookout. Music by Jhayceee. Now, that's Hypertronic, isn't it?
I don't quite know.
I think
just found. I just wanted to really credit the composer because. It was just pretty good music that I found.
Hypertronic changed his name to Jhayceee for a bit, and then changed it back again.
Oh, I see.
I don't know quite what that was about, but he obviously thought he changed his name and then changed it back again when everybody said, "We liked your name before."
Really? I like Jhayceee better.
I don't know what. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know what the meaning of the whole thing was, but there you are. Is that a font in the text gadget? Your name, your signature. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a font.
That's a font. You haven't been clever and made your own.
No, I couldn't do that. That's pretty difficult.
Well, you can. You can do it with the paint tool.
Yeah, but I tried writing with the move tools and with the DualShock controller, but it's pretty difficult to actually get it done. And if I do try it, I'd be very particular in how my name is actually written. So I don't want to deal with that.
So you use the motion controllers to do most of this then?
Yeah, for more of my earlier pieces, I've used the DualShock, but after that, I've been using strictly the Move controllers because of how useful they are in sculpting and all that.
Do you have VR?
I do, but I don't use it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I bought it with the thought of sculpting within VR and seeing how it is. Maybe it might be easier, maybe it's a thing that I could really get into, but yeah, that turned out to not be the case. So now it's just collecting dust.
Because everybody seems to think it's an amazing experience trying to sculpt in VR.
It is, but it's like not for me. I get like motion sickness and all of that, so it's hard for me to stay within VR for more than an hour or two.
Well, there. I haven't got VR, so I don't. I've never even tried it, so I've no idea.
I see. I would say try it before you actually buy it.
I've heard a lot of stories about people being very sick, so I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, especially people who are very new to VR, which is me.
So we have a snowy scape, lost in the cold.
I don't think I had any inspiration for this. I just designed it because I designed this on stream, actually. This was all done on stream.
Oh, so how long did it take you?
I believe it took 2 or 3 hours.
Right. Is that
But
would
yeah,
that be an average sort of time for making something like this, or do you normally spend more time?
I like to spend at least one day on all my scenes.
Right.
Like it's hard for me to continue a piece for more than one day or one sitting. So, and I don't know the reason behind that. I guess it's because I'm looking at it differently and I'm not inspired afterwards. But yeah, I'm weird like that. I don't like working on pieces for more than one day. I always try to get them done in one sitting.
Well, there you are. Oh, I've stopped the snow. That's interesting. Now, without the snow, that is a completely different thing.
Yeah, completely different mood, atmosphere, all that.
It's much
I
more
actually,
static, isn't it? It's much more a picture.
yeah,
You turn that on and
yeah. That's
suddenly
why,
it's 3D and movement and it's
yeah, that's
cinema.
why I like adding those little particle effects. It adds life to all my
Mmm.
scenes.
It's amazing. Actually, it never really occurred to me that that really does make a huge difference to how it looks.
Yeah.
So there we are. Let's get rid of that. Yeah. So is this? Would you say this was a sci-fi scene or fantasy scene?
More fantasy and medieval.
Right.
Yeah,
Because I couldn't work out whether
I
this
think
was like an ice planet or a
I
castle
think
in the.
I think I was watching some World of Warcraft videos or World of Warcraft cinematics before actually making this, so that could be a little bit of inspiration from that. But I can't quite remember.